The heat hits you first as you step into your shared apartment in Kingston, a single room with a flickering fan barely stirring the heavy air. Inside, 3 other adults try to find their space. The walls seem to close in, every inch marked by years of overcrowded living. Imagine working 12-hour shifts as a nurse, then coming home to this small space where privacy is a luxury you cannot afford. Your paycheck is around $90,000, but rent eats up $80,000 of it, 70% gone before food or transport. You feel the weight of this daily grind, working full-time, yet struggling to secure even one personal room. Sleep is interrupted by the noise of others, no space to retreat, no peace after your long shift. Dignity feels stripped away, as your struggle remains invisible to those setting policies miles away. Officials promise affordable housing for every working Jamaican family, a pledge repeated in speeches and plans. Housing policies claim to deliver relief, highlighting new units and subsidies designed to ease your burden. Yet tenants report rents so high that full-time work still doesn't cover more than a shared space. Many say they work 5 days a week, yet can barely afford a single room for themselves, paychecks swallowed by rent. The math doesn't add up for you or the many who face the same traps, workers priced out of basic shelter. Landlords hike rents to match the market. Without more affordable options, your choices shrink. You hear stories of others sharing rooms, doubling up just to survive in Kingston's soaring rental market. Official housing targets list numbers of units built or planned, but you and your neighbors see little change. Promises meet reality. The distance between affordable housing and working-class incomes grows wider daily. The gap widens as market rents rise faster than wages, forcing you into more cramped living conditions. Imagine the system designed to serve you, yet failing to provide a safe roof after decades of effort. Many feel forgotten by policies that don't match their lived realities, full-time workers, yet homeless within their means. You hear that pathways to homeownership remain beyond reach due to income inequality and high borrowing costs. The shortage of affordable rental options forces continued overcrowding, a cycle built on systemic failures. Housing policies, critics say, are reactive but not proactive, not designed for the realities of working Jamaicans. The focus remains on numbers and construction targets, not ensuring those units meet affordability needs. You live the contradiction, a country proud of progress, yet leaving many working families without homes. This failure exposes a deeper problem: affordable housing policies disconnected from economic realities. Land scarcity and rising construction costs compound the struggle, but solutions remain slow and insufficient. The working class, like you, bears the burden, stretched between low incomes and high living costs. You hear that subsidized housing often targets the poorest yet misses working families caught in a gap. Informal housing grows as many give up waiting and create their own spaces regardless of conditions. This underground housing market, tenants report, is both a lifeline and a risk, legal protections minimal or absent. Long-term, this limits social mobility and locks families into cycles of poverty and overcrowding. Policies once heralded as breakthroughs now reveal gaps as many still cannot afford decent shelter. You feel caught in a system that sets goals but doesn't fully address the real barriers you face. Behind every statistic is a worker like you, balancing survival against dignity and hope. This crisis reveals more than just numbers, it shows a systemic failure to connect policy with life. You realize that without bridging economic reality and housing availability, the problem will only grow. The challenge is not just building units but making them truly affordable for working Jamaicans. When those who serve us cannot secure a home, how can we say we have progress? Housing is more than shelter, it's about security, dignity, and the foundation for a better future. For the working class, home remains a distant dream, shadowed by a system unaligned with their needs.